If you've been with us at 9 a.m., you've seen a number of different adorable pups make their way through. It's time to adopt, don't shop. Animal shelters in our area are dealing with a major issue. We're talking about overcrowding, and thus you have a lot of dogs that need homes.
Yes, a lot of dogs.
Well, we really appreciate you being here with us. This is Tiki Artis. She's been with us all week. She is from Lifeline Animal Project, which manages Fulton and DeKalb Animal Services. Man, looking
Introduce
at
us.
this old boy. Yes, so what's his name?
So this is Midnight. He is approximately 12 years old. We're not exactly sure because he came to our shelter as a lost animal about maybe 2 weeks ago. He's a senior. He's very laid back, perfect Southern gentleman. He will stay by your side, won't go anywhere. You can see he's got gray on his eyes. He's got a little gray beard, and he also has arthritis, so he doesn't move very fast. He's not a runner. He's a lover. He's just going to stay by your side and binge watch your favorite TV shows with you pretty much.
Well, he looks good for a dog. Doesn't get a whole lot of exercise for obvious reasons.
Seriously, yeah. But he'll be good in really any household. He gets along with other dogs, cats, kids, adults.
He's been by far our coolest customer.
Yes.
It's fun to see the different personalities of dogs when you come in and bring 4 or 5 this week like you have, but certainly he's the chillest.
He's very chill. He's like, you know what? I don't need to make a lot of fuss.
He's chilling me out,
I am who I am.
He's kind of like, you know what?
Just lay back like him.
He's like, love me for me.
Midnight. Love his
So,
face.
12 years approximately. How did he come into your shelter? What's his story, as much as you know?
So we don't know a lot about him other than he was lost and came to our shelter. One of our friendly finders brought him into the shelter, and he's been with us ever since. We've had a lot of animals be lost.
Right.
And we don't know how that happens. We don't know if someone just can't take care of them, doesn't know the proper way to surrender them to a shelter, but we end up with a lot of animals that are considered lost.
Well, we were saying, like, a 12-year-old dog doesn't just get lost. You
Doesn't
know,
just get
typically
lost.
knows
Especially
where
the way
home
he
is.
moves.
Right.
That's sad.
Yeah,
honestly.
it is sad.
He's clearly a good dog.
Very, very sweet dog. And, you know, we were asking people, you know, to foster animals if they can, if they have time to do that. We actually had some pretty interesting numbers come in recently this morning. We found out that adoptions are down 30% as of September.
Wow.
So
What
that's
do you
even
attribute
worse.
that to?
Again, tough economic times, people having issues with housing. Maybe they're moving into a new home or an apartment where they won't accept certain breeds of dogs, which is why we have so many large dogs right now. So we're asking people that if you do find an animal in your neighborhood, rather than bringing them to a shelter first, we have an initiative called Take 48, where you would keep the animal for maybe 48 hours, walk it around the neighborhood, cat or dog, walk it around the neighborhood, try to find its owner before you bring it to a shelter. We'll even help you out. We'll give you food, toys, so you can keep the animal for a while rather than bring it into an overcrowded shelter and help find its owner for us.
Well, I'm going to give him a little treat since he's been
Do
so
people
well.
not anticipate the financial commitment that dogs are, or is it just the economic changes over the past
I think it's
few
the
years
economic
that people
changes.
couldn't have anticipated?
That's a very good question. We get asked all the time, are these forfeitures, are these animals that were gotten before the pandemic and now people are bringing them back because they're going back to work? What we found is that the animals that are coming into our shelter now, they're not pre-pandemic or pandemic pets, because those animals have been microchipped, so we know who they are. So these are puppies that are not in our system already. So I think people are just struggling right now with difficult economic times, and they're having to make tough choices about the family pet, unfortunately.
And very quickly, October 29th, you have an event you want people to know about.
Yes, we have an event coming up called Healthy Pets DeKalb. We have some information we can show you on the screen. It's our big expo. You can get your pets vaccinated and microchipped for free. You have to be a resident of DeKalb. It's going to be at Wade Walker Park in Stone Mountain. We've got food for people and pets. It's going to be a great time. Hopefully the weather will cooperate as well. Yeah, and we brought gifts for you guys for having us on all week. We really appreciate it. So I don't know if you both like to work out, but here's a T-shirt for you, Lana.
I tell people I
try.
And since you're the dog guy, I got you a hat that says wolf.
I love this. Midnight, you have been the one to not actually come up and jump on our couch and sniff me, so I feel a little cheated. However, I love you just the same, man. What an adorable face.
Yeah,
and,
we appreciate
who
you.
couldn't love him? So.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us on.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate
Now, you mentioned the weather. It's a perfect segue because we have to get right over to First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey with a check of your forecast.
Is definitely going to cooperate this weekend. You're going to get a whole lot of this sunshine, especially today. It is still chilly. Look at this. Temperatures, Ackworth, Alpharetta, Conyers, Noonan, you are still in the mid